So this is how I went from 0 to 2 million in funding and around 200k in payouts within a year. And it's literally the simplest way possible and just shows you don't have to make it complicated. So this is the whole way I did it. Stuck to one pair, which is what I'm on now, Euro USD. Stuck on one time frame, which is the 15-minute, and just one strategy. For me, this is the best way because when you're learning, you need to just simplify everything so you're not swapping between charts and have to learn all these different things because different pairs are going to move differently and different assets, etc. So for me personally, this is what I would suggest, keeping it as simple as possible. So basically, how I start every single day, which is already drawn on here, as you can see, it's literally the same every single day. So basically, just come in on the day, as I have here. Just draw a line between each day. So I obviously am based in London, so I structure my day between midnight and midnight. You might find a different way. Obviously, I know, it opens at 10 p.m. this time on a Sunday evening, so you might do it that time, depends where you are, but just have something that you can stick to and repeat every single day basically. And then just every single day come in, draw a Asian range. So basically it's like this. One, mark open of the day, and then 2, draw Asian range. So it's literally as simple as that to mark out the charts. You'll see a lot of people online with like indicators and all this other random stuff on their charts. But for me, you just want to keep it as clean as possible and as simple as possible so that you can come into it and know exactly what you're looking for. You haven't got all this mess all over it. It's just clean and simple. So my Asian range is between midnight and 7 a.m. There's not actually a particular reason for this. Like, you can choose any sort of range that you want. It's just for me, it's during the night here. Obviously, if you're trading Euro USD, Europe and America are like asleep at that time, so you don't get a lot of movement. So it's just something to base the strategy off. Because if you're using, for example, like from like these sort of areas, say if you use London, a lot of time you don't get much movement after it, or it could be like the whole move. So if you're trying to base your trading off of it, it's just going to be a complete nightmare because it changes from day to day. Whereas usually Asian range is there's quite low volume, so you can always have a repeatable process from it. And then it literally just is as simple as, do I think we're going to go and break Asia, or do I think we're going to break and then come down? So you see here we've basically held every time. So literally it's simple, come in here, mark the top as well. And then basically you've got a range there that all you've got to decide is price going to go up or is it going to go down? And this is where I think people overcomplicate it. You get all these concepts, especially with like ICT and stuff, and they make it really difficult and sound like it should be really difficult. But ultimately, all you're trying to do is work out if price is going to go up or down every day in its most simplest terms. So, and that's why I think if you just make it as simple as possible and just break it down to that, is it going to go up or down? Even with no knowledge and no real strategy, 50% of the time you're probably going to be right if you're just looking at something and guessing. So if you add that in with obviously your learning and your data and stuff, you're bound to make money. And then with prop firms, like how they're structured, you don't even have to be a profitable trader. You just have to stick to a set of rules, and over time you'll definitely pass one. That is literally so I feel like people make this a lot harder than they need to. And once you realize this and you stop like over trading and over leveraging and have a strict plan that you can work to every day, it's almost harder not to it's harder to not pass than it is to pass them. Obviously you'll fail if you're in the process, but over time, it is hard to not pass one. If you take 3 or 4 of them, realistically you're going to pass one as long as you have good risk management. So that's basically all I do here. So you see here it's held, and over time you'll start seeing patterns, which is what I did. That like a lot of the time Asia will hold on Euro USD. So here it didn't, but this is today. So you might get an opportunity. This is a good example where this breaks here. So you have a level here that you're quite sure won't be broken. So then obviously if you get this here, you know this side has been broken, so then you have a level here that you believe won't be broken throughout the day. So once you get that and you get a pullback into this range, this is not the best sort of example, because ideally if you get something that goes like this and then you get a deep retracement here, obviously then you have a level here that you can trade from, and not that you're certain, but you have it's a higher chance that this here won't be broken. So you can take a trade that is basically like this, cover that low, and then just go to the high that has already happened basically. So then you get like 3-to-1s and stuff, and then once you have data on this, the latest data I have is that 65% of the time Asia will hold. So you've basically got like a 2 in 3 chance, which is 66% chance from here that this will work, and then you've got a 3-to-1. So that's how you start stacking the probabilities in your favor. And over time, you'll continue to see these patterns. That's why I say just stick to one pair, collect data on it, and just go forward from there. And then another thing you need to do is just get a strict set of rules that you can stick to every single day. So for me, my rules. So I do 1 trade per session. London and one. So basically that means I only take 2 trades per day max. And then, so yeah, this is what you need, because then at the end of it, you can come to like the end of your day, and if you've taken more than 2 trades, you know you haven't stuck to your plan. And that's how you can, all it is literally finding something that works and sticking to it once you do it. It's literally as simple as that. And then I only trade from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. So I only trade on the day. So yeah, again, if I take a trade during Asia, or if I let something run overnight, I know that's completely out of my plan. So again, you just need rules like this that you can have and actually know that you've broken them or not. But yeah, obviously there's a lot more to the strategy in terms of data and stuff that would take me a lot longer to go through. But in terms of something that you can replicate, you just basically need to find a pair and just collect loads of data on it and work out a strategy that works over time and stick to it. It's literally that simple. So yeah, if there's any questions you have, just message me on Instagram or whatever. And yeah, just let me know what you need.